Well, hello everybody. It's been a bit of an absence. And welcome to another one of my mid-morning musings. Now today is a good day. It's sunny a little bit in places, perhaps there's a little bit of rain, a little bit of a chill in the air, but it's a good day because today I'm going back to work. Now this past year or so, a bit more than that now, isn't it? For so many people has been so difficult in so many different ways. And of course I can only say how I feel about how it's impacted me and my life and my family. And I'm sure there are many, many, many more people that have suffered more, of course. But as I say, I can only report on or speak about how it has affected us. So that's a bit of what I'm going to do today. And I can't deny it hasn't been exceptionally difficult. Not just financially, because you know when you go a year without earning any money pretty much, and there's no, and you don't have any contingency for that. I mean, who has a contingency for not working for a year? You know, people have rainy day funds, but people don't have doomsday funds, do they? It's been really tough, but the biggest problem has been the mental side of things, because especially when you're in a creative environment like we are, it's a bit of our escape. You know, normal life, let's say, which is, you know, you go to work, you do your job, you go home at 5 o'clock, punching numbers, let's say, or serving people in a shop or a restaurant or something like that. It's you know, you're all doing valuable work and it's a very important part of society. But in the dance industry, we're creating something different. And more than ever now, it has made me realize that dance, it affects you in a way that you can't perhaps describe. It isn't just your physical, it is your mental, and in a way as well, spiritual too. You know, there are the physical aspects to it, obviously, where you know, because I'm not dancing like I was, then you put a bit of weight on, of course, and I've got a bit of timber around my belly. So I'm looking forward to burning that extra bit of lockdown fat off, and I'm sure many others are as well. But it really is the mental side of things more than anything else, because the interaction with people, you know, the creating movements, the moving to music, there's a lot to be said for that. There's so much to be said for that. So if you've been stuck indoors and you know things are relaxing and easing now, then I urge you, get out there and do something. Do something to music as well, because music is such a wonderful companion to any kind of physical or mental activity. Of course, I'm going to say dance is the best, and especially dance with dizzy feet, but anywhere, anyone who's watching this, anywhere in the world, just get out there and dance. We've been running online classes throughout the lockdown period, which, you know, it's a great way for us to interact with our dancers and people who aren't actually our dancers as well, to the wider public. But it isn't the same. It isn't the same. Talking to a screen, whilst it does serve a purpose and there is a bit of interaction, it isn't the same at all. And I really, really can't wait to get into the studio today and finally see some people and dance with them as well. It's going to be a great day. Now, for many of you, getting back to dance this week might be the first time you've hit a studio or physically done something in a year. Could be, and you're going to worry that you've forgotten the steps or you're not going to know how to do it. But trust me, you know, that runs just as much for me as well, because chances are I'm not going to remember what I'm doing or what you're supposed to be doing. But we're just going to have some fun. That's the idea, really, isn't it? So many people have have missed out on so much fun for themselves. You know, of course there's been some tragedy in the world, of course I understand that, but those people that are able to still need to live a life and go out there and have some fun, which is hopefully what we're going to start producing again from this week. So the first thing I know I'm going to have to do today when I get to the studio is take down the Christmas decorations, because they've been up there obviously since December, because that was the last time we were in the studio. God, December, such a long time ago. Honestly, I'm worried that I'm going to have forgotten how to move. Well, in a space that's bigger than our dining room anyway. So we have struggled quite a lot at times. Some days good, some days bad. Again, I'm sure, much like many people. So you'd wake up one morning and really just didn't want to get out of bed. You want to just roll over and go back to sleep and hope all of this has been a bad dream. But you've got to face reality, and unfortunately it is real, and you've got to make the best of it. But to not be able to do what you love to do every day, in the flesh with people, changing people's lives actually. Now I know that sounds pretty radical, but I think it does. I really do think it does. You know, there are so many people that use dance as an escape, that they get themselves out of a bad situation at home or whatever, you know, whatever their situation is, and dance gives them that escape. They can go somewhere and forget themselves. They go through the door. They can almost be someone else for that period of time, that hour or that hour and a half or whatever, that evening. And yeah, they haven't had that chance. Now, when I go to the studio, I tend to be someone else as well. The persona that I portray in the studio isn't necessarily the same as the person at home, because I go to the studio, I have to be full of life and lively and smiley and happy, because people are coming dancing for their escape, to be entertained and have fun, and it's no good having a miserable dance teacher, is it? Now, so sometimes when I go to the studio, of course, in the past, I haven't been feeling so good. I haven't been so mentally strong, or what would appear to be mentally strong. And but I still got to put a brave front on it, and put a big smile on my face, because you don't want to disappoint. Of course, now I am excited. I'm looking forward to going out and doing some work. I'm a little bit concerned that my body's not going to like it very much, but mentally, what a release. What a chance to exercise my body's demons and actually enjoy myself with other people enjoying themselves as well. Sharing the gift of dance, isn't that wonderful? Sounds almost too poetic, really, doesn't it? So a short and sweet little musings today. I don't think there's a lot that needs to be said. I think you can tell I'm looking forward to going back to work. Slight bit of concern that my body's not going to hold up. But got to get back into the swing of things, literally. So I'll leave you with one last little thought, and I suppose really our little tagline is never been more appropriate. So everyone, dance more and worry less. I hope you all enjoy your first week back towards a new, more normal way of life. See you in the next video.